And if you've never, raise your hand if you have not seen one of Billy's videos. All right, so I asked him to come speak at our event. I said, okay, I'll speak at your event, but you got to speak at my event. That's how we trade time as entertainers up here, right? And he said, what do you want me to speak about? And I said, man, when I was at Social Media Marketing World, I saw you give this presentation on video. I want my guys and gals in the entourage to see that exact same presentation. So we've already established in 2 days that videos are no longer an optional thing to do. They are mandatory if you're going to stick out in the future. If 80% of internet traffic is going to be video, don't you think it's a good fucking idea to do some videos? I don't care if you're ugly, you want to look at shitty videos, go look at the first ones I did, right? It's practice. But so I know you guys need to do them. I know where we're headed with videos. So what I did in true Stewman hardcore closer fashion is found the baddest motherfucker on the planet when it comes to video marketing, and I'm excited for him to light you guys on fire. Let's give a loud, thunderous applause for my man, Billy Jean!
Damn. That was a hell of an introduction. Thank you very much. But first and foremost, when Stewman came at our event, he fucking killed it. So big round of applause for him putting on this event, creating this community, and thank you for coming out. And also, too, fuck you, because I just watched Marshall do his thing, and now I gotta go after that motherfucker. Like, that's just not cool. Just set me up. I think we're actually supposed to kind of start this by queuing up a video. For those of you who haven't seen our shit, I thought it might be helpful to actually play one to give you some context to the presentation today. So, without further ado, I'm gonna roll that shit and we'll get started. $25,000 to the girl who lets me shave her head.
Wait. In about 4 minutes, this advertisement is going to disappear, which gives me just enough time to shave her head and give you the opportunity to become a real marketer. My name is Billy Jean, and I'm the wolf of paid advertising.
When it comes to paid advertising, on any given month, I spend about $10,000 on podcasts, another $36,000 on billboards, about $100K on Facebook, and another $200K on YouTube. Cheers. And if I'm being completely honest, another $30,000 to $50,000 on this penthouse, company trips, a Bentley, a Corvette, a suite at the San Diego Padres. Why? Well, that's because it's awesome. Now, before you skip this ad, let me ask you a question. Do you hear that?
That's the sound of opportunity knocking. Some entrepreneurs will skip this ad because they're allergic to opportunity. But not you. You're smarter than them. You know the consequences of not using social media advertising in 2017, and that's why you're still here listening.
See these little black boxes? They're called computers. And I'm gonna let you in a little secret about these computers. They're not gonna create advertisements themselves. Without you, they're just worthless hunks of plastic. Like a loaded M16 without a trained Marine to pull the trigger. And in the case of the computer, it's up to each and every one of you. My highly trained marketers, my geniuses who will not take no for an answer, my freaking entrepreneurs who will not stop advertising until your clients buy or freaking die! Let me tell you something. There is no nobility in free traffic. My business has relied on paid traffic, and my business has relied on free traffic, and I use paid every freaking time. Yeah. Because when I need customers, even if I'm in the back of a limo, I can open up my laptop, log into Facebook or YouTube, turn on an advertising campaign, and watch the customers fly in like this $40,000 gold watch. Now, if anyone thinks I'm being superficial or materialistic for using social media, well, go pass out flyers outside of McDonald's, because that's where you belong! Yeah.
But before you click out of this ad and you depart this room full of winners, I want you to take a good look around at the geniuses in this room. Go ahead, I'll give you a moment. Because sometime in the not so distant future, your business is going to be in big trouble. And you're going to be begging to pay one of these geniuses to do your marketing. So you listen to me and you listen good. Are you behind on your credit card bills? Good. Register for my training and start advertising. Does your girlfriend think you're a freaking loser? Good. Register for my training and start advertising. Is your landlord ready to evict you? Good. Register for my training and start advertising. I want you to deal with your problems by becoming a genius. All you have to do today is register for my training and implement what I teach you. And I will put you in front of more customers than Amazon on Black Friday. I want you to ram your advertisements down your customer's throat until they choke on it. Until they freaking choke on it! You'll be relentless! You'll be ferocious! You'll be marketing freaking geniuses! Now let's knock this mother out the park!
Billie Jean is marketing.
What y'all think? Cool? Thank you. That, register for my training and start advertising. That shit was fun. It's fun to watch that and relive it. I haven't seen it in a minute. But I will tell you this. When a lot of people see our videos, they kind of wonder, you know, how long did that take? How much does that cost? And that one cost about 10,000 bucks. And I think where's Paul at? From inception to idea, I think it took about 5 to 7 days. From idea, about 5 days, it was 5 days. And we just went with it and did it. But something about that, and before I even go into it, but I realized this wasn't in my slides, a lot of the times when we're trying to think of creativity, we think we always have to be original. But what all the greats do is they copy genius. And so for me, I knew our market was entrepreneurs. Therefore, to go and base it off of a movie about entrepreneurship, I knew it was going to be a win. And I was inspired because it was on Netflix for like 2 days. And I watched it, I was like, fuck, we need to do that. So I walked inside the office and I was super excited. And I was like, yo, I got the best video idea ever. We're gonna do the whiff of advertising, and we're gonna change this to the whiff of paid advertising, and blah, blah, blah. And my team looked at me like, Go to your office, Billy, what the fuck are you talking about? And it kind of got me. I was like, what do you mean? You don't see the genius in the idea? Like, what? It's gonna be good and everybody's gonna love it. I'm like, uh-huh. Like, well, fuck you guys then. So I went up to my office and I saw the script, I rewatched it, I wrote it, and I said, just to let you guys know, we're doing it anyway. And then that was created. And I share that because there's so many times that you guys have ideas and you tell your friends, your family members, and they're like, yeah, that's stupid. Or they're not excited, and then you abort mission. Believe in yourself all of the time. And by the way, I could have been completely wrong. I'm wrong all the time too, but that one happened to hit. So let me share with you some stats from that. We spent 146 grand on it. It was seen, oh shit, I didn't even know that. It was seen over 16 million times. And remember, this is an advertisement that sells something. And like Stuman said, people were sharing it. Now, because I'll keep it real with you guys, there was more trolls and haters on this shit than any video I've ever created. Some of you are like, yeah, that was me. I was in the group. I said it. That's cool. But the hate came from, what kind of person is this? This person scammed people. He took their money. He ruined lives. And now you're portraying him? You're fucking right I am. That's how you get attention. See, what happens in Facebook's algorithm is when the trolls comment, the other people say, shut the fuck up, stop crying, and then they argue. And they argue on the thread, and 300, 1,000 comments later, etc. And I'm just looking back like, wow, this is pretty cool. Free advertisement. This is fucking great. So don't be afraid to polarize. Entertain, educate, execute. And I'm gonna talk more about that concept shortly. From this ad, we got around 22,000 leads, phone number included, over 650 memberships to our membership site, which I think was like somewhere between 100 to 197 bucks a month. So right away, we brought in like that 130K, but then over time, with the monthly memberships, the upsells, we made over $500,000 on it. And so I was like, okay, not bad. Made us money, built the brand, and it didn't cost me anything. Cool. So let's kind of change gears here, and let me get a range for the clicker. Am I gotta be over here? Okay, cool. So 2 ways you're limiting yourself from making more money right now, and especially a room of salesmen. To give you guys a little bit of background on me, actually, who is a salesman in here, just so all of us. Anybody sell cars? I feel like that was the gangster shit. If you sold cars, you really know what you're doing. I did cars. I did one-on-one, like 600 calls a day in a call center, trying to convince people to go back to college. I sold oil. I had a mobile oil change company, so I would go door to door and say, hey, do you want me to come over and change your oil? It's a large black dude in a coverall with like oil just knocking on people's door. It didn't go over that well. That went out of business in about 6 months. But I've done it all. So I was excited to talk to this group because I think I found a better way for you guys to do your job. So first things first is you guys are not asking enough people to buy. How many of you right now are making deals, transactions, etc., on the phone or in person, by show of hands? On the phone or in person, okay? So I was listening to Marshall, and he said a lot of things that resonated with me. But as I'm listening to this, and then we went upstairs and made some changes to the presentation, I want everybody to, and then someone else talked about like the awareness of your time and how much money you're actually making with your time. And so when you're on the phones, it's cool because you're gonna get your highest closing percentage. And even when you're selling one-to-many, like today, what Marshall did, that definitely saves you a lot of time and it allows you to scale. But I was looking at this, and I was looking at our business and the companies that we help. The people who are really making a shitload of money are the people that say, fuck all of this. And they learn one skill that I feel like not enough people are talking about. Anybody know what that is? Selling with videos. Selling with videos. I mean, you gotta think about this conceptually. When you're selling with video, you get to be anywhere in the world right now this second. Let me see if I can pull up some stats for you guys. August 2018, we spent about $300,000 on our personal brand, Billie Jean is Marketing. And from that, we generated almost $1 million in sales, and our ads were seen almost 1 million times every single day. 1 million times. And I want you to think about that because every single one of those ads was targeted. So it wasn't just a fucking billboard where people are driving by and just seeing whatever, like look how many impressions you're getting. These were people who could potentially buy. So some of you are looking right now and say, well, cool, Billy, that's great. You can spend $300,000 on an ad, so lucky you. But something I want you guys to think about today, if from our advertisements we're actually making money, we're not losing it. Is advertising an expense or is it an asset? Which one? So if I'm making money every time I spend money, then I can just keep fucking spending, right? And the cool thing about this ad campaign in particular is when we would spend $1, we would make back $1 and a little bit of change the same day. So I could keep reinvesting that capital again and again and again and again and again and again and again. So it's not like it was a billboard or TV where you have to come out of pocket and write a $300,000 check. That's expensive. I just had to spend $10,000 a day, make my $10,000 back the same day, and then put it in again. And that is the fastest fucking way to grow a brand, to get positioning, etc., is fucking pay for it. But again, if you're making money, it's kind of like you're getting paid to build a brand. That makes sense? Say yes. Okay. Now let's move into some fun stuff, shall we? This is actually a concept that I think will be interesting for this room, but worthwhile. So, credibility versus having a following. How many of you have ever seen somebody online and you're like, this person's full of shit? They don't have a resume. They haven't done X, Y, and Z, da-da-da-da-da. I know way more people who've helped way more people than that person. Who gives a fuck? Because nobody's heard of them. And you can agree with that or you can disagree with that, but that's what it is. Now, let me give you some examples. So, scale of 1 to 10, how important is influence if you just listen to Marshall's talk? What is it? Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys two different people. You guys know who this is? What's up? Nobody? Okay, cool. Anybody know who this is? All right, what's his name? Have you heard of him? Okay, this he's a rapper. His name is Tekashi 6ix9ine. He's only been around for like less than a year, and I'll explain the relevance. But the guy on the other side, do you know what this guy did in his team? He invented the fucking internet. But you don't give a fuck. You're like, who's this old guy with the fucking glasses on? You don't even care. He invented the internet, dude. It's the reason why we're all in the room today. I think his name was Robert Kahn. We had to Google this shit before. I didn't even know. It was funny, right? So that's why I have a point to this. So this is the hottest rapper today. This guy's had, now I think it's 10. He's had 10 #1 singles. He just got started in 2017, and he started on Instagram. By show of hands, who's heard his music? It's ridiculous. Okay, so I'm gonna play one of his songs. I thought it was funny. But just listen to how ridiculous it is. Again, one guy built the internet, no big deal. This guy, listen to his lyrics. All right, listen. It's ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. Every time my daughter gets out of the car, that's the first song I fucking play. It just gets me hyped. First I listen to him like, are you kidding me? This guy's got rainbow hair. He's got no fucking talent. He's young. He's rude. He's starting beefs with everybody. He's one of the most followed people on the planet right now. Entertain, educate, execute. But if you can't get their attention in the first place, then I don't care how noble your message is, it doesn't fucking matter. So yes, did I have to portray a character of somebody who scammed so many Americans? I did, because I had to get your attention. And what so many of you are missing is that you need to meet the customer where they're at. And unfortunately, when we're trying to help people in entrepreneurship, when you're just starting off, the things that you think are important are cars, houses, women or men looking a certain type of way, etc. But as soon as you have money, what's the first thing that you realize? That shit don't buy you happiness. But I have to meet the customer where they're at if I genuinely want to help them. So the first thing I'll do on like my webinar is like, dude, that video that got you here, you're an idiot. That should not have grabbed your attention. But now that I have your attention, let's talk. Got it? Make sense? Say yes. Yes. Cool. So when people are ready to buy your shit, the very first thing that they do is they stalk you. How many of you, before you bought something from Ryan, or for your hat, the clothes on your feet, whatever the fuck it is, but especially in the service industry, you stalked the company and the person before you purchased? Raise your hands high. Everyone. Now, I'm gonna flip this on you, and some of this is gonna make you feel a little uncomfortable because it's gonna force you to deal with the truth. Are you ready to say yes? Yes. Good, I like this group. So, first thing that they stalk is your website. They check out your Facebook, your Instagram, your YouTube, and if you're in the restaurant industry, then they love to check out your Yelp. If you're looking for more information on that, watch this episode of South Park. Cartman does a great job of Yelping. It's the fucking best episode of all time. Okay, so we created a scale for you guys. It's, are you shady? Or are you trustworthy? And it's a very simple formula. Quantity and quality. First of all, they both matter. If you go to somebody's website and it looks perfect, but they only have one post that was made in 2016, what's the first thing you say? Creep, scam, not a real company, sorry bitch. First thing you say, right? And you go through. Then if a company has shit, but it's just a bunch of junk information and it's boring, what's the same thing you say? Scam, fake articles, Wikipedia, shared, fuck you, I'm out. Doesn't matter. There's quantity and there's quality. So a simple exercise that you guys can do for yourselves right now, and it's super easy. Scale of 1 to 10 on the quantity, meaning how much shit you have on your website, what would you rate yourself? 10 being the highest, 1 being the lowest. Go ahead and write that down. Some of you don't even want to play. I don't want to play this game, Bill. No need to feel bad about myself right now. I'm not here to get better or anything. Anybody want to yell it out? Your number? Everybody who didn't say something, you were a 2, motherfucker. You know it, right? But now let's do that with all the platforms. Facebook. If someone stalks you on Facebook, what are they gonna think? Are you one of those people who doesn't have a single picture of yourself, but you got like 17 fucking memes a day from fuck Jerry that you reposted? That shit's weird. That shit creates distrust. And you guys know the only reason why people aren't buying your shit? Because they don't believe you. If they genuinely believed with 1,000% certainty that your product or service would help them, then they would give you money every fucking time. These platforms that you're ignoring and looking for easy ways out to avoid are costing you everything. And if you don't get with the program, you will be out of business before this presentation is over. Make sense? Say yes. Yes. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm not trying to beat you up, but I am trying to save your business. Got it? I'll give you a great example too, not to tangent too much because I got a lot of shit to cover. But for a long time, see, I'm a direct response advertiser, meaning I can put out an ad, I can show up in people's newsfeed when I want, then I can disappear into space. As a result of that, I was not giving a shit about my website. I ignored it for years. Didn't do it. Then I had one up. It was kind of crappy. Then I just said, fuck it and take away. I hired a guy, one of my good friends. He says, dude, what's wrong with your website? I'm like, I don't care about that shit, man. I'll just run an ad. I'll just pick up the phone and call somebody. I'll just go door to door. I'm a salesman. We know how to create cash. So we create all these reasons why we don't need the other shit. And we take pride in it. Well, guess what? Once we put up our website now brings in around $80,000 a month. That's how much my pride was costing me. I don't need a website. I can take 80 G's though. Cool. Continuing on. Instagram, YouTube. I want you guys to actually do this exercise with all your stuff. And the point is so you can fix it after this, okay? So let's go ahead and change gears. Oh, actually, two other thing that I slept on, but it's a huge opportunity, is reviews. So like when you Google somebody, the first thing that pops up is Google reviews. I ignore the shit out of that too. The ironic thing is, our ads have been seen over 300 million times. We have tens of thousands of customers. Text message or email, we can get a shitload of testimonials. I didn't. So finally, one of my students hits me up and says, hey man, I just let you know I love you, this shit's great, it's changed my life, but dude, have you ever Googled yourself? Fuck that, Jason, I don't care about Google, I'm a paid advertisement kind of guy, I'm a salesman. When people get to know me, they figure out all that stuff. I don't need that stuff. I was like, well, fuck it, let me Google my shit. There's like 3 reviews total, and it's like, scam, I saw his Wolf of Wall Street video, he hates women. He shaved his employee's head hair off, blah, 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 blah. Like, what the fuck? It didn't even make any sense. But then I put myself in the shoes of the user. If they were going to purchase something from me, and that's what they see, what the fuck are you gonna do? You're not gonna buy. Ego, pride, overconfidence are literally costing all of us a fortune. They cost me literally millions of dollars. I won't talk about it anymore. I'm changing the subject. Okay? So today's focus, I'm gonna show you how to create videos that build trust and sell shit. If you're interested in that, say yes. Simple exercise, let's play a quick game here about deodorant. Let me ask you a question. If you were searching for a deodorant online and you saw these 2 ads, which deodorant would you buy? The first one's a Facebook ad. You've seen these before. It's just a basic-ass image with basic-ass text. But what would happen if you saw that and then you kept scrolling and you needed deodorant because you were funky, but then you saw this ad right here?
Most nice bodies make you feel so powerful, blow your mind right in front of your face. Goodbye. Oh no!
Who wins every single time? Right? It's like so funny when we're trying to grow our business, we think of all of the most like complicated ways to do it. Oh, I need to build a funnel and I need a series of emails and da-da-da, and then I need to do this and I need to hire this, but I don't want to hire or start selling before I hire more because then I won't be able to service the people, fulfillment. Oh wait, then there's taxes, so I should make X amount. Shut the fuck up! You are the same person who's like, I can't start selling because I don't have a logo on my website. That was me, by the way. I gotta get my logo perfect. It's amazing the shit we lie to ourselves about being productive when we're really just being busy killing time. It's crazy, right? So, I forgot where I was going with that. Anyways, if you were searching for which dentist to go to, and you saw these two ads, number one is the stock photo cliche shit that you can find on Google Images, and secondly is this dentist office. And the reason why I like showing this example, because I always get people that pull me to the side and they say, hey, Billy, I just want you to know, love your stuff, Bill. It's great. I respect it. But I want you to know that in my industry, we just can't operate like that. I just look at them and say, why the fuck not? Who said that when you're a professional, you have to be boring? Who made that rule? Oh, no one? Some lies we just tell ourselves to stop us from taking action? If you're with me, say yes. Yes. Knock that shit off. Okay, watch this video. It's kind of funny. Sure.
Welcome to my Ansel Family Dentistry. You must be here for the office tour. Great, I think we're ready for you.
Okay, you get the point. Boring industry traditionally, right? It's a fucking dentist. Like, who? This. I'm like, oh, I like these guys. Something tells me that, they're gonna take care of me when I'm under. Like, they seem nice. Or maybe opposite, like, I don't want them touching my fucking teeth or singing and dancing and shit. I don't think. I don't know. Either way, they stand out and you remember them. The difference is video. So, those who don't take action today, what I'm going to teach you will go out of business. I said it before the end of this presentation, realistically, I think it's about 3 years. To give you an idea of how big I think this shift is going to be, I believe that every single company in the world, it will be standard to have a media and video department internally. The same way that you have a sales department, and if someone didn't, you'd be like, what the hell? Or a marketing department. That's happening with video right now. Make sense? Say yes. Okay, so let's go over, yeah, that's a stupid slide. I don't think that one's that good. Anyways, the first 5 seconds of a video. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually go through step by step and help you guys create your video, because a lot of times people think it's way more complicated than what it is. If you find value in that, just nod your head like this. Cool, that way I got the people who were sleeping, you still kind of participated. It's good shit. Okay, continuing on. First 5 seconds, I'm just gonna show you a couple clips and show you what we're doing. Here we go.
We'd like to interrupt this video that you were watching on YouTube to give away $1,000, baby. Woo!
Okay, first 5 seconds. First thing I did that you guys have to realize is that I broke down the fourth wall. The fourth wall is actually talking directly to the audience. This is a technique that has worked better for us than anything else. Right now, we live in a day and age where people are intelligent. They know when they're being advertised to. They know when you're trying to sell shit. So when you just put like a cheesy, corporate, corny-ass video in front of them, they see right through it. So the very first thing that I love to do in my videos is say, hey, I'm interrupting this video, this cat video, whatever the fuck you're watching, to sell you something. People go, oh my gosh, did you just talk to me? How's it Sharon? How does he know? How does he know? And they're like, it's like some kind of mystery. Talk to your audience. Stop ignoring them. That's tip 1. Secondly, it's an instant hook or an instant promise of what's going to happen. I now interrupt this message to give away $1,000. Boom, using sound. So even if you weren't interested in my message, you're like, what the fuck is this guy talking about and why is he yelling at me? Anyways, how do I get my $1,000, right? And you take tests. By the way, every video ad that you throw up will not work. Continuing on, let's see something different.
Hey, what's up? It's Billy Jean. In about 5 seconds, you're gonna see me walk into this dealership and buy one of these cars. This is actually happening in real time, in real life. And the reason why I'm showing you this ad, because I know you're a marketer or an entrepreneur who's on their journey.
Cool. Same thing. Meeting the customer where they're at. I understand that you think nice cars is what it takes to be successful, etc. So I'm showing you exactly that. And I really was going to buy my Bentley, so I was like, fuck it, Paul, roll with me, let's go shoot an ad. My brain literally only thinks in ads. Like every fucking thing that I see, I'm thinking of ways to create ads. And I'm thinking about ways to integrate them into my life so I don't always have to create new shit. This literally took me 2 seconds of just saying, Paul, you got the camera right there? Okay, cool. And I know that first 5 seconds is everything, so I take a couple minutes to figure out what I'm going to say, and that's it. And then the rest is him just filming me, doing what I'm doing anyway, so as the CEO of my company, I don't have to actually take the time and like stop everything I'm doing to figure it out. Does that make sense? Cool, continuing on. Next, this is big.
Hey. I just spent a lot of money getting this advertisement in front of you. So if you're a smart marketer like I think you are, come with me because there's something I want to show you upstairs in my office right now.
Cool. This one right here, and I think it's a spoiler alert for a different slide that's coming up. This right here is our most profitable advertisement of all time. Our Wolf of paid advertising, it was cool. It was great from a branding standpoint because people I've been in the Ubers and people just turn around and go, Just give me some privacy, man, out here, be your chest. But this right here, hands down, the most profitable ad. And again, just think about it. I go right up to the camera. That's a huge technique. Distance is everything when you're creating videos. If you're far back from here, it's hard to feel the emotion. So when somebody can actually see your eyes, that's where all the emotion is created, your cheeks, your smile, etc. That's why we literally run right into the camera, so it forces you to pay attention. And the next thing you do is I control the customer just as if it was in person. I say, I'm gonna show you something in my office. I gave them a hook, a promise, that's specifically for you. Come with me. I turn my shoulder and say, come. So it's kind of like, weird because you're like, well, if this was in person and someone tells you come with you, you'd be like, fuck it, I guess where am I going? But through a computer, you're like, come with me. You're like, dude, I'm at home. You're over there. How's it work? It's like, fuck it, I guess I'll just keep watching. Curiosity. Curiosity is the #1 reason why somebody will continue watching your videos. So I want you guys to all think tactically, how can you keep them guessing? If you're reviewing your own videos trying to figure out if they're good or not, and the person that was watching already knows what's going to happen, you lose. That's why in this ad, it's come with my office. I want to show you something. They're like, well, shit, like, come on, man, hurry up. What's going to happen? And again, our most profitable ad ever. You know how long it took us to shoot? 20 minutes. I think it took me like 3 takes. It's like, fuck it, I winged it. Still, even today, with all our crazy shit, this one, right? But we have the balance of both of like, hey, straightforward to the camera, because one makes sales, but one builds brand. Got it? Make sense? Say yes. Is this helpful too? Go with this? Okay, let's keep on rocking. Once you have their attention, how do you keep it? 3 techniques that I talk about all the time, and I'll give you some great resources for them now. But #1 is props. #2 is, well, you can see them right there in the other bubbles. Props, environment, and music, okay? Let me explain. So first thing is props. When you think of props in your videos, a lot of you are like, well, damn, does that mean I have to spend a bunch of money? No. Get creative. So 2 things that work really well. #1 is oversized everything. Like just get something that's giant that people don't typically see. So in this slide right here, I don't know if it zooms, but you can see there's a giant Christmas present. It was a fucking box that we had in our office. I had someone go to Office Depot down the street, get some wrap and wrap it so it was more exciting. $2. And then we had like a toilet paper roll or something. I was like, yeah, that's great. Then I said, hey, Justin, throw me this shit real quick. Paul, turn on the camera. Okay, you guys ready? 1, 2, 3, boom. And that was the first 5 seconds of how to get their attention. I'm about to swing and break open this present with the toilet paper roll. Then we did some like digital effects or some shit to make it actually work out. That's a whole different thing. But anyways, props. Okay, another one, Amazon.com. Amazon has everything. Whether it's a cash cannon, as my friend Mark Lack loves to use, or it's just think about your industry. In your industry, what's an everyday item that's specific to your industry that people would usually use and get a really small one or get a really big one? That's what she said, but whatever. Okay, I couldn't help it. Okay, continuing on. Will spin, the cash, so that will that you saw in the very beginning, this right here was one of probably the best investments I've ever made. So I'll give you real life context. I ordered this prop will, we put my face on it, and what we use it for is incentive for the team. On all of those slices of the wheel, there's like a different prize, like free massage, brand new pair of shoes, free lunch. And when someone's just fucking killing it that day, I say, spin the wheel. Then they spin the wheel, it's something exciting. But then we had this prop and I was like, what would happen if I went Facebook Live and I spun the wheel for the people watching? And then I said, all right, cool, I'm gonna sell my course, Clicks into Customers 2.0, and here's the deal. If it lands on blue, you get it for this price. But if it lands on white or whatever, you get it for free, and if it lands here, you get this. And I kind of gamified it like some Wheel of Fortune shit. $62,000 later in 3 hours. From a just pull my cell phone out and hit a button. Props. Use them, okay? Continuing on, shindigs.com and orientaltrading.com. Shindigs.com, orientaltrading.com, that's where you can find all kinds of gizmos, gadgets, and weird shit to get props from, okay? Feel free to take a picture and shit, that's cool. All right? Next, well, I'll give them to you later too. Next is environment. This one's easy. Don't just film it like in your nasty ass room that you haven't cleaned and shit, like whatever. Just go outside. I challenge all of you to Google most interesting places in blank, meaning your city. You'll get a list of the top 10 best places in San Diego or wherever the hell you live, and go to them and shoot a video there. All of a sudden, that first 5 seconds is 20 times more engaging because it's something that they don't typically see. Make sense? Say yes. So we've done that on pirate ships. We've done that on like dressed up as Spartan. I'll send you some videos. We got some weird ass shit. Actually, I don't recommend all of it, but anyways, yeah, that's okay. Let's continue on. So number one rule of video ads: music creates emotion, and emotion creates action. Action means buying your shit. So are you guys cool with doing a little exercise? Some of you are like, oh, I'm tired. It's day 2, exercise. Okay? All right, let's do it. Fine. So what you say doesn't matter as much as how your videos make your customers feel. So there's 2 resources that I absolutely love for music. One is called audiojungle.net, and the other is called artlist.io. And both of these resources are fantastic because they allow you to search for music based on emotion. You can literally type in the word sad, type in the word mad, type in the word angry, type in the word all those things, and it will give you thousands of songs. Then what you do is you sort by bestseller. Let the data dictate. If they're bestsellers, you know people already think the song is hot. So you just go with those. And guess how much they cost? $7 on average. And you can use them legally in your videos. If that's helpful, say yes. If it's helpful, say, fuck yeah, Billy, that's helpful. That was a mouthful. I was just testing you, making sure you're with me, okay? So now we're gonna put this to the test. Go ahead and stand up. Make sure you have your cell phones with you. It's about to get a little weird in here, but I just need your participation. I won't hypnotize or anything and shit like that, but okay, now I want you to partner with the person next to you. Right next to you. Don't go like try and find like the cutest guy or girl in the room, be switching and shit. Just right next to you, that person, okay? Make sure you're teamed up with somebody. You're gonna look real weird right now, okay? And then what I want you to do is I want you to take out your cell phones on both sides, okay? And then I want you guys to dictate who's going to be the actor and who's going to be the director. Who's going to be the actor and who's going to be the director. And then I need all the actors and actresses to put your phone away. Put your phone away if you're the actor or the actress, okay? So now what I need you guys to do is I want you to hold your phones horizontally. That means left to right. I know there's salesmen in here. Nobody knows that shit. I'm still confused. It's left to right. Horizontally. Who even made that word up? Okay? And so here's the one line that you're going to say. You guys ready for it? Yeah. Let me get my vocals ready. Velcro. No, not yet. This is just me. You're fucking my moment up. Let me try again. Velcro. Stop it, damn it. This is just me by myself. Just showing you. Velcro. Fuck you. This is my moment. Velcro. What a ripoff. See, it's a dad joke. I got a 2-year-old. I can do that, okay? Velcro. What a ripoff. Go ahead and practice it now. You're not filming this one. Okay, now here's the whole idea behind this exercise is you guys are going to realize what an impact that music has on your videos. So we're going to say the same line 3 different times, but I'm going to play a different song every single time, and you're going to realize, holy shit, the music alone changes that emotion, okay? So the first one's going to be sad. Audio sources, Audio Jungle, just typed in the word sad. And like the great leader that I am, I'm gonna show you guys a demonstration of me doing it before I just throw you out there and put you under the bus like that, okay? So, if we just quiet, please. This took a lot of, like, a lot of practice. Here we go. Velcro!
ripoff.
Okay. So that's how it affected me. When the Velcro was a ripoff, that was me. So now actors and actresses, get ready. I'm gonna cue up the music. And then when I count down to 3, I want you guys to go deep into your feelings, like Drake Challenge shit, all that stuff. And I want you to get real sad, real emotional. Think about a time in your life where you were just depressed as a motherfucker, okay? And here we go. On the count of 3, your saddest, most emotional, Velcro, what a motherfucking ripoff. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. It's a little sad in here. A little sad in there. Okay, keep standing. Now, when you guys hear that type of music and you say that, what are some of the emotions that you feel? Obviously, one is sad, depressed, hopeless, and lonely. Now let's try it again. And this time we're gonna switch it up a little bit, and this time I want you to get fucking mad. I want you to get upset, like you just walked in and you saw some shit you didn't want to see because they thought you weren't coming home, right? I don't know what I'm talking about. But here we go. Let me show you first, just so you guys have some context.
Velcro! Whatever!
So that's the intense one, all right? So I want you guys to get mad as a motherfucker at that person. I want you to look in that camera. I want you to dig deep. And on the count of 3, I want you to fucking give me the maddest Velcro, what a ripoff that you possibly can. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Woo! Hey, that was a little too real for some of y'all in here. Like, had to separate you and shit, switch partners. How did you feel? What were some of the words that you felt when we did that, right? You feel mad, you feel tense, you feel vengeful, you feel hateful. Now I'm gonna switch it on you. This last one from a song on artlist.io, it's inspirational, okay? Here we go, my video.
Velcro! What a ripoff! Yeah!
just excited, right? So right now, I want you guys to dig deep and think of a time when you were most inspired. Maybe like being at a badass event like this that Steuben was lucky or kind enough to put on for us. And I want you guys to fucking dig deep as a motherfucker. And I want you to feel so inspired. Like today's the day that everything is gonna fucking change for you. Like right now is your motherfucking moment. So on the count of 3, I want you guys to get so motherfucking inspired. Let's go. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, get it. Yeah. Woo! Let's go climb Mount Everest. Yes! All right, have a seat. There's a couple things you learn from this exercise. Number 1, that some of you acting may not be your thing. But more importantly, what you learn from this exercise is that anybody can be a good actress or actor. Anybody can be on camera, and there's several other factors that make something look good. Okay? So inspired, we feel motivated, we feel hopeful, we feel excited. Now I'm gonna relate this back to sales. When you ask for your customer's credit card via video, what feeling do you think will increase your chances of closing? The inspired one, right? So I want you guys to think about that. Sad, mad, inspirational, okay? Those were the feelings that we came up with each different type of music. Now, strategically speaking, I wanna show you this right here. Just because inspiring may be the best one to ask for the credit card, it doesn't mean sad or mad should not be used. That's where you polarize, and that's where you get the most attention. That's what I'm doing on the Wolf Paid Advertising. $25,000 to the girl that lets me shave her head. This misogynistic pig. What is this motherfucker gonna do next? Let me keep watching, I'm curious. See? So, anger and sadness is a fucking great way to hook people in the beginning, to get their attention. Entertain, then educate, right? And then, once you got them going through and you're using curiosity to keep them guessing in the video, then at the end, that's when you use inspirational to ask for the credit card. Make sense? Say yes. Okay? And I already showed you this, so this is kind of a spoiler alert, but that ad was our most
Hey.
No need to go into it right there. So this is what a lot of people struggle with, and this one you may want to take some notes on. But people ask me all the time, okay, Billy, I get the props, I get the music, I get the environment, I'm starting to understand those things. But the one thing I don't get is what the fuck do I say? What do I say in my video? I'm not charismatic like you, Billy. I just don't know. First of all, this is practice. I've been doing videos like this for like 7 years. When Facebook videos came out, I literally saw the feature become available and tested it. Like, this has been my craft. So don't look at me and be like, I need to do X, Y, and Z, because that's just a lot of repetition, okay? But I will give you a simple exercise where you guys can sound great with not a lot of practice, okay? So here's a worksheet. The first thing you have to identify is specifically who you're speaking to. What industries are you guys selling in? Solar? Okay, so take solar for example. The reason why you have to get crystal clear on who you're speaking to, because the reason why a hippie who's super into the environment, that recycles all the time and wants to save the planet, may have a different motivation for wanting to get solar versus the person who's like, I'm just sick and tired of paying too much shit and I got too many bills and I want to make my shit cheaper. I don't give a fuck what happens to the earth as long as I got a cheaper bill. I'm not saying what's right or wrong, because obviously that's wrong, but I am saying pay attention to who you're speaking to. Most of the time, I literally cannot count. I probably have reviewed, corrected, consulted with like tens of thousands of advertisements that I see. The number one mistake that I see in all ads, period, is just not knowing who the fuck you're talking about or talking to. So your message just falls on deaf ears every single time. And I want you guys to know something. Just because you get specific doesn't mean you can't duplicate the ad and just change the wording. Like, it just costs a little bit more work. So don't think just because you're making one ad to one person that you can't talk to the rest of these people. It just requires you to duplicate that ad 15 different times and understand each avatar that you're speaking to every time. Does that make sense? Okay, next. Only once you have that ideal customer in, like, extra clear, the next thing you do is a simple exercise. And it's problem, solution. And on the left-hand side, you want to identify the 3 greatest pains that the ideal customer is facing. So for example, for me, it's most people that come to us, they just need more qualified customers. They need more qualified leads, period. So that's one problem. But name out some of the problems that your industry is facing. Oh, you guys quiet? You lost your voice now, motherfuckers? What is it? Health insurance? That's not a problem, though. Why do we need health insurance? We're sick, or maybe we just had a family. Maybe I have a 2-year-old daughter, and I'm worried about if something does happen to me, I want her to be taken care of. See how the problem, the solution, the whole idea changed? Just changing that avatar. If it's just for you, that's different. When you have a family, it's different. So don't advertise to single people and married people in the same message. It doesn't make sense. Got it? So again, customer, problems, and solution. You want to identify how your specific product or solution solves those problems. And that's the only thing you need to say in your video. It's a very simple process. So give me some more industries. Like, just yell your shit out. Real estate, health, right? Like, so take health, for example. Okay? And dude, I've been in shape like most of my life. I was usually about like 210 pounds. I recently got up to 300 pounds. Yeah. You cheering for that? Yes. Billy, fuck you. 300. Stay there. Fine. Okay? So I've dropped like, I think like 38 pounds since then, so that's good. But let's talk, thank you. But let's talk about the message. If you're going to shoot a YouTube, an Instagram, or a Facebook ad, then I know if I want to target someone like myself, then I know that I want to specifically advertise to entrepreneurs. Because the excuses that I'll tell myself is different than just any other guy. My excuses sound like this. I don't have time. I'm running a business, I got 25 employees, I'm a single dad. How the fuck can I find time to work out? That resonates with me. So, on the other side, if I'm running a YouTube ad, I can show up and say, hey, are you ready to have an uncomfortable conversation? Wait, someone's talking to me on the computer, what's going on, right? So that's the first thing, you ready to have an uncomfortable conversation? Here you are as an entrepreneur, you're supposed to be a leader, but you don't even have the self-discipline right now to say no to a bag of chips, right there, and you show it on camera. How's that affecting your business? And then you just go through each fucking problem. Right? Hey, the hardest thing for you right now is you say that you don't have time to work out. The hardest thing you say right now is that you don't, that it's hard for you to make it a priority with everything else that you have going on in your life. Well, I literally created short 2-minute videos to show you how to burn 300 calories in 60 seconds by just doing this. Click here to find out and I'll send it to you. Now, that's not realistic at all. I just made some shit out of my ass. But the same exercise is going to be every single time. Health insurance. Hey, someone's on YouTube. Hey, what's up? Right now, you're scrolling through videos, but can I ask you a question? I love to ask permission before I ever do something I'd ask. Can I ask you a question? If you were to die today, what would happen to your family? Whoa, was that a little uncomfortable? But think about it. If you were to die today financially, what would your children do? Now, how can I have the message? Because I'm only advertising to families with children. So I know it's going to the right person. So literally, the formula is the same every fucking time. Know who you're talking to, ask them about the number one problem that they're facing, and then ask them to solve it for free. Then once you demonstrate to them that you can actually help them, you say, well, for more help, let's hop on the phone, let's hop on a call, etc., or just buy now. That make sense? Yes. Are you sure? Yes. Okay, I believe you. So problem solution, you guys should actually do that. First 5 seconds, demonstrate, and this is also too, so usually like someone mentioned like fitness or whatever, and usually I teach like a lot of marketers and shit. Something that's happening right now that's really stopping you guys from making sales is everybody wants to tell people how great they are, but very few people are actually showing people how great you are. So for example, as an insurance agent, your first inclination is to go on an ad and say, hey, my name's Bill Jean. For the last 20 years, I've been helping people just like you. And if you learn da-da-da, we have price cuts of da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, something that nobody gives a fuck about. At all. So as an insurance agent, I need you to can everyone just do me a favor? Can you commit to shooting one video by tomorrow, just solving one problem for your ideal customer and asking them if they want more help? Say yes. Raise your hands high if you're committed to doing that. It is the simplest exercise that could be the difference between you making money or losing money. That's it. Quick story. What took me from working out of my mom's house with jack shit was just one video ad. I sold $150,000 worth of wetsuits using Facebook ads. And instead of just saying, hey, I'm good at selling shit, I literally filmed every single step of the way. I showed the clients the exact ad I used, the targeting, why I did it, and at the end of the video, I just said, hey, if you want me to do this for you, click the button below, schedule a time to chat with me, and let's talk. That night, I turned on the ad campaign, and it was attached to a credit card. I meant to spend $25. Again, I'm living at my parents' house. I wake up in the morning, and I ended up spending $600. And that was the first thing I saw. Even telling the story now, I feel that fucking shit in my stomach. Oh my God, what am I gonna do? I have to borrow money from this person. Oh, overdraft fees, fuck, no. I just had it. But then I noticed something else happened. I had 25 appointments. So I said, I'm a salesman. I can do this. I just need to make at least $600 and I'll get my money back from one of these appointments. That's what I have to do. Next day I made 10 grand. Never looked back. That's the paid ads game. That's the whole fucking thing. You might be one video ad from solving all your fucking problems, but you never know unless you try, okay? So I'm gonna switch kind of the whole pace up here. I'm gonna circle back to this, but there's some really tactical shit that I wanna give you. Is that okay with you guys? Yes. Okay. So one thing is creating video. Another challenge that I've seen people have is you invest into these videos, etc., but then you don't actually show it to anybody. So you may have a YouTube channel, you're like, Billy, I know the importance of video, but then it gets 5 views, you get discouraged, you don't want to show it to anybody, you forget all about it, you never use it. So the second part of this is distribution. You actually have to fucking get your message out there. So I'm going to give you the dumbed down, simple, just do this plan right now, and I need y'all to implement it, okay? So, also too, I believe this is the most lucrative skill set that you guys could possibly learn is creating videos, putting them on YouTube and selling something, okay? So first things first, Google owns YouTube. So in order to make ads on YouTube, you need to create a Google AdWords account. A Google AdWords account. Here's the cool thing about it. It's free. It's free to do, and they give you exact step-by-step instructions on how to make your account. If you're committed to that, just say yes. Yes. Good. Now, second step is understanding there's more ads, but the 3 major type of ads that you can actually create on YouTube. One of those is called an in-display ad, and that's just what you see right there, those right column boxes that you can click. The second one is called a bumper ad, and those are the advertisements that you cannot skip. You click to watch a video and they're just like, you're fucked. You're gonna watch this whole message, Budweiser, right? But then there's the third, and this is what I want you guys to focus on today, and it's called an in-stream ad. And that's where you have the ability to skip an ad only after the first 5 seconds, which is why I spent so much time explaining that first 5 seconds to you guys, cool? So in-stream is what we're gonna focus on because this is what we use the most. And by the way, using this strategy I'm about to walk through with you guys, this allowed us to create a membership site of over 5,000 people paying $109 a month. And here's the kicker, with one salesperson, me, on camera. To scale that out in any other fashion, phone or internet, it's just not possible. It won't happen. Doesn't make sense, especially at that price point. Make sense? Seeing the impact? Like sometimes when you think about growing your business, it may feel stressful and anxiety because you think about hiring and then you need a call center and then you need to do X, Y, and Z, or shut the fuck up and make a video. Maybe, it may work, okay? So let's continue. Oh yeah, this is huge. A lot of people don't realize this. I'm glad we put that on there. You only pay YouTube if somebody watches your video for 30 seconds or more. So when people just don't watch, you're just getting free advertisement. Now, if it's underneath 30 seconds or whatever, then I think they charge you when someone watches like half of it or something like that. So you can't really like scam the system. But boom, they don't even charge you. That's way different than Facebook, way different than Instagram. And this is why I tell it. How many people are spending at least $50 a day on YouTube right now, by show of hands? There's one person in here doing that. Good shit, man. Yeah! But hold on a second. Yeah, it's good. When the market zigs, you should probably, everybody's so fucking hyped up on Facebook right now. They really are. And so was I 6 years ago. Anyways, let's continue. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys our 3 favorite tactics to actually help you find your ideal customer. Now again, I just kind of took a shot at Facebook, but keep in mind we still spend a shitload of money on Facebook. To me, they're just all tools, right? Sometimes YouTube's better, sometimes Facebook's better, sometimes Instagram's better. It doesn't really matter to me. I don't have a relationship with the fucking platform, okay? But I will talk to you guys about some really cool opportunities for you guys. Number 1 is you can search for popular videos on YouTube and place your ads on them. You guys realize some people are searching for right now how to save money on my health insurance, how to get health insurance for my daughter, how to lose weight fast. And you can literally show up on the video that they're watching and say, hey, looks like you're trying to lose weight fast. I'm gonna tell you about the best time that this got me. So when I was about to have my daughter, I got a harmonica, because I thought it would be really cute, and I'm thinking of ads and shit, to like run an ad while both of us are playing the harmonica, selfishly speaking. Anyways, I got it. So I buy this harmonica and I'm like practicing. She's still like 6 months away. I'm trying to learn this fucking thing, okay? So what do? I go to YouTube. How to play the harmonica. This tall, slender white dude comes out. He's like, hey, how's it going there? How are you doing? It's like, looks like you're trying to learn how to play the harmonica. Now you can keep scouring the internet on how to play this, or you could da-da-da-da. $37 later, I bought his shit. Bought the whole course, entire thing. Guess how many times I logged in? Not once, baby, not once. I am still horrible at the harmonica, but just think about how powerful that is. How many people right now are searching for the product or solution that you solve, and you can come in a video and tell them that you can help them. It's the best and lowest hanging fruit that's fucking out there right now, and it can consistently bring you cash every single day without hiring more people, etc. Make sense? Say yes. Yes. If this is helpful, say yes. Yes. All right, let's keep rolling then. So, second thing is you can place ads on popular videos, but the other side of this is that you can place ads on specific websites. So a lot of websites are actually partnered with Google, and that means that you can run ads on the videos on their site. So I'll give you a real tangible example of this. How to start a business in 2018. Forbes. Everybody heard of Forbes before by show of hands? Okay, here's the cool thing. If you look at this screenshot, do you see that top left thing? It says Forbes up there. That's actually a screenshot of a video. It's a video that plays. Your advertisement can show up right there. And you know how much it's gonna cost you per view, which means someone watched for 30 seconds or more? 1 cent to like 8 cents. But here's the thing. When people see it, like I have family call me like, cuz, yo, I saw you on Forbes, my dude. I'm like, yeah, that was 8 cents. It's positioning, right? Talk about trust and building credibility. Well, what if your customers only saw you on fucking Forbes, CNN, Fox, like all these major publications? Like, God damn, these motherfuckers are everywhere. And you're only spending $5 a day. If you're a real estate agent, you realize that you can target by zip code. If you're just trying to dominate a 5-mile radius, you can do this on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and be everywhere for pennies a view. Got you. One thing I want to hip everybody to in this room is that what you don't know in this digital space will put you out of business. It's not okay to be ignorant. It's not okay to just not know. Because look at the opportunity, look at the competitive advantage that you already have just from this session on your competition. It's been like 40 minutes, right? Okay, continuing on. Cool resources. So they actually updated this, but inside of their dashboard while you're creating an ad, they have this tool here that when you type in certain keywords like how to start a business, it will give you recommended websites to advertise on. Allbusiness.com, businessknowhow.com, 1.5 million impressions to 2 million impressions a week. So it gives you all this data. It will even tell you who's going there. Is it mostly male? Is it mostly female? Do they make X amount of money? This is free. It costs you nothing. It's a part of the process when you create your ad. And it'll take you like 10 minutes, okay? Then continuing on, you can also use that same search feature to find YouTube videos, right? Not just the actual websites, but the actual videos to place your shit on, okay? So there's another tool, write this one down, or take a picture, whatever you want to do, okay? It's called the Keyword Planner. Now, something we do as entrepreneurs and salespeople, which is really stupid, but like it makes us who we are, is we have new ideas all the fucking time. Raise your hand if you ever had a new idea before. Like you woke up in the middle of the night, oh, I gotta write that down. Oh shit, okay, cool. I gotta tell you something, I gotta be honest. Some of your ideas are stupid. And what I mean by that is there's actually a way to check that. So you have this big business idea and you're like, oh my gosh, we're gonna do that tomorrow. I'm gonna be a gazillionaire. I'm gonna go to Shark Tank. Mark Cuban is definitely gonna invest into this. I already know my shark. Cool. And you have all this stuff. But when you go to the Keyword Planner, it will actually tell you how many people are searching for that problem in 2 seconds. So literally, I could go to Keyword Planner, type in how to start a business, and it will tell me for how to start a business, there's 60,500 people looking for that on Google. So you know, it may also tell you that 300 people are looking for that. That's how you know, oh shit, that was a stupid idea. See how much money I just saved you? Resource, 2 seconds. You can use it for all kinds of stuff to validate what you're doing, okay? How to create a Facebook ad, whatever it is that you're doing. In addition to that, it even tells you the competition, how much you'll pay per click, are other people bidding on this, etc. And then one of my favorite resources that's a game changer, hold on. Oh wait, actually, this is a good tip. What your customers are watching. I use this on Facebook all of the time, but if you're having a hard time getting your message in front of the right people, ask yourself, what TV shows are they watching? Advertise based on that. For example, raise your hands high in here if you do watch the show Shark Tank. And I want to get my message in front of entrepreneurs, think I just found all of you? That's what your competition's not doing. Shit like that, okay? And that's just one tactic. Continuing on, keywords everywhere. Write this shit down because you need this. Is it free? Rena and Ray, is it free? Or do they charge a little bit? Oh, my bad, just another free resource. Keywords everywhere, okay? Go to it. It's a Google Chrome extension, which means you got to be using Google Chrome for it to work properly, which you should all be using anyway because it's the best. But let me show you this, okay? This is pretty cool. So let's say that I was searching for the word D's. We do a lot of D's nut jokes in our office. So anyways, I don't know why the fuck you'd be searching it. But if we were wondering, like, is this just a thing in our office that only we do? Do we just do these D's nut jokes because we're immature as fuck? Apparently not, because there's 135,000 searches a month that are happening for D's nuts for an average cost of 53 cents to fucking 1 cent. So if we're looking for anybody who's looking for D's nuts, well, guess what? We can fucking find them. So basically, this is what's cool, is once you have this extension on your computer, every time that you search anything, you'll see the search volume instantly. And the competition. You don't even have to think about it. Your ideas will start coming to you and being validated in literally like no time at all. So shout out to Sunny Lenarduzzi who put me onto this because it's awesome. Next is, it also gives you related keywords. Hey, maybe sales coach is super expensive, but here's some similar ones. Sales coaching techniques, sales coaching models, sales coach job description, 90 cents cost per click, competition only 0.21. Tells you all the fucking data. Guess how much it costs? Wrong, it cost you a fortune because you didn't know it existed. See that? That was good shit. You got that on camera, Paul? Just use that as like a little 1-minute clip on Instagram. That was hot. Should I say it again? Was my angle good? We all right? Okay. Continue on. I'm going to zoom through these for the sake of time. But YouTube targeting capabilities. Demographics. You can advertise to people based on their sex, their age, are they parents, their income, etc. Interest, like what are they into? Cooking, etc., blah, blah, blah. Location. I talked a little bit about this earlier. Language. What languages are they speaking? Devices. Do you want to advertise to people on cell phones versus desktop? If you have a long-ass video that you want people to watch, the chances of you finding somebody who's actually in a position to watch that, they may only be on desktop computers. So be aware of what you want your user to do and how much time they have allocated, okay? In addition to that, the channels that you can advertise to, we talked about that, topics, and then here's something that a lot of people don't realize. On Facebook, you can upload your current list of customers by email or phone number, and you can run ads to them. Well, you can do the same thing on YouTube. Okay? And I'm gonna give you a super easy tactic to make money right the fuck now, okay? And it's this. Take all the customers that you've ever worked with, upload their email to YouTube right now, make a short video on your cell phone that says, hey, this is Billy Jean. I just wanna take a second and just thank you for investing into our products, our services. I really appreciate it. You mean the world to us. So here's what I'd like to do. If what I've done has helped you or dramatically changed your business, can you do me a favor and then click this button right here and send us the names of 3 other people who may be able to benefit from our products or services. And just for taking the time to do that, here's X, Y, and Z. It will cost you like 7 cents a view, meaning they watch for 30 seconds or more, so they saw the whole fucking message. And now you're consistently asking people to buy your shit. That's how you scale. You ask more people to buy in an automated way and with systems, okay? Is that helpful, that referral thing? Make a lot of money. So quick recap, ask yourself, what popular videos can you advertise on? What specific websites can you advertise on? And what is your ideal customer searching for? And that is how you do the targeting on YouTube. So congratulations, you guys now have 0 excuses for not advertising on YouTube. I appreciate that. There's one more thing. Okay? So, as we wrap up here, so I have a book. I'm gonna give it to you for free. I'm not selling shit, okay? But I have a book. It's called Videos That Sell Shit for Geniuses. So my name is Billy Jean, so like, anyways, you get it. Okay, so for the, what we decided to do, because there's so much shit that's happening here, and you're gonna forget like everything I'm saying, is just give you guys a digital copy for free. Cool? All right, so I have something to ask in return. You guys can have this ebook, but you guys know that I create content. It's like what the fuck I do, okay? So we're gonna play a little exercise. I need you guys to stand up, and we're gonna end with this, okay? And all you guys need to say is, I'm gonna shoot an ad right now for my audience. Is that okay? Can you help me with that? Yo, let me get my cell phone, or like a cell phone, like that's on. It's not Velcro ripoff. So something else. My team will bring it up right now. So something else I want you to think of, and this is literally harming everybody in the world of digital advertising and content and all this shit. There are and this is what I fucking love about this room. There's too many motherfuckers out there right now that are saying, all you should be doing is putting out content. Putting out content. If you put out enough content, somebody will buy your shit. Shut the fuck up! I am here to tell you today that every single time you put out a piece of content, you better ask somebody to buy. And what you realize is that nobody gets offended that you're asking to buy something. They just get offended at the way that you ask. So if you can make somebody laugh, if you can make somebody smile, if you can make somebody have fun, then you can always ask them to buy your shit. Make sense? Say yes. Yes. So what we're going to do right now is I'm going to shoot a video, and when I turn the camera around, I just want you guys to say, buy his shit. Fair? Let's practice. 1, 2, 3. Buy his shit. I fucking love it. Okay. So I'm going to reveal you so they don't know where I'm at. What a ripoff. All right, so it's literally once I come here, you guys just buy your shit, okay? So here we go. Problem, whole solution. Hey, what's up? If you're an entrepreneur right now and you're like, damn, how am I gonna pay my bills? I'm stressed, how am I gonna meet payroll, etc. And the only difference stopping you from making more income is just getting more customers and doing it fast, well then I got one motherfucking suggestion for you. Buy my motherfucking shit, people. Later. Thank you guys. My name is Billy Jean. I appreciate you. Thank you.